Hey, it's Lori here. I am stopping in today with a new card with the new set called Plentiful Pines from Altenew. This is the card that we're going to be making. It's a very clean and simple card, easy to mass produce for the holidays. Let me show you what you need to make this card. First thing I have is a red card base. I have a white card front, an extra piece of white cardstock, and a little piece of fun foam. For the inks, I've got Obsidian black ink, my favorite black ink ever. I've got red ruby. For the trees, we're going to be using Frayed leaf, forest glades, and evergreen. These are the three colors we'll be using for this 4-step stamp, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that. And then of course you'll need the Plentiful Pines stamp set and the coordinating tree die. This is the larger of the two dies, and this is the one we'll be using for the card. First thing I'm going to do is take a piece of 5" by 5" cardstock and place this here in my MISTI. I'm going to take the solid image, which is the first of the 4 steps, and place that down in the corner. I'm going to start with Frayed leaf, and I'm just going to ink up this solid image. I'm going to turn this, and I'm just going to keep going with the Frayed leaf, and that way we have 4 good tree bases to start with. Next, we'll line up step 2. It's very easy to line up. You can just really go by the outline, and you really can't go wrong with the second step. Now, I'm going to use Frayed leaf again, and this time I'm going to use this color twice, just to give it a little bit deeper tone, but it will stand off from this first layer. Now we're moving on to the 3rd step, and again I'm just going to line that up with the outside of the tree. And as you go, and when you see this, when you stamp this, there's little things throughout the tree that you can line up, and they are very obvious, definitely very easy to line up. So on this 3rd step, we're going to go with forest glades. I'm just going to do 1 layer of forest glades. Now for the card, we obviously don't need 4 trees, but I'm just showing you an easy way to get 4 good trees. Now for this layer, we're going to be using Evergreen. This is the darkest of this ink set, and that's going to add in the shading into the tree. So now we have 4 good trees. These are ready to make your cards in assembly line fashion. This is just a great way to stamp several of these at one time. I'm going to line up the die, and I've got some post-it tape on there that just stays on the die. And I'm going to run these through with my little Blossom die cut machine. And there you have the perfect tree. I just love these. They look so realistic. I'm going to go ahead and cut all of these right quick, and I'll just put this on fast forward. And now you have a stack of die cuts to finish making the rest of the cards. Next, I'm going to run 1 piece of fun foam through the machine with the tree die cut. Now we're going to stamp the front of the card. I'm just going to slide this here into my MISTI, and I'm going to take the tree. I'm adding just a tiny piece of adhesive on the back, and I'm going to place that right where I want it. Next, we're going to take the Enjoy the Season and put that right across the center there of the tree. I'm going to pick that up with my MISTI, and we'll ink that up with some black Obsidian ink. Now I'm not going to press down hard. I just want this to touch on the tree. So I've got my finger over here, and I'm just pressing right at the tree, and then I'll pull the tree out, re-ink up this stamp, and we'll stamp the card base. So now when we put this here, it will line up perfectly with the sentiment. Next, I'm going to take some liquid adhesive and put it on the tree die cut, and then we'll place the stamped tree image on the top. This just gives this tree a little bit of dimension. You can use foam tape if you want. Now I'm going to add some more liquid adhesive on the back of the tree, and we'll line that up with the sentiment. That way when you look straight down, you can see that dimensional sentiment. Next, I'm going to go and cut off 1/4 inch on the side of this card. I'm going to use my scoreboard to score my card front. I'm using a red card base just to add a little pop of color on the side. I'm going to use Classy Stripes Stencil and line this up here along the bottom. I'm going to go in with Ruby Red and just add a little bit of ink on the side. Only 1/4 inch of this card front is going to show, so I don't need to worry about the whole card front. All right, so now I'm just going to pop up my card front onto my card base. I'm using some ATG adhesive, and I'm going to place a piece of fun foam down here on the side, and then I'll add another layer of ATG. And we're going to put that card front right there on the side. Here we have our finished card with the dimensional tree and the 3D sentiment, along with some stenciled stripes down the side. This is definitely an easy way to make a clean and simple card, and again, easy to mass produce during the holidays. I wanted to share one more coordinating card. This is also Plentiful Pines. I've used 2 trees. I have a splattered striped background with a couple of gold accents. And then I used the Holiday Seals stamp set with the Altenew seal on craft cardstock right here on the front. So that just shows another way to use the trees. You can tell I like this green color combo. This is my favorite. So fun and easy cards to make for the holiday. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope that you have a great day.